Good morning. I'm Mark Barnes, one of the ministers here at Bethany, a United Methodist Church here in Somerville. And standing in our kitchen, outside of our kitchen here at the church, and it's closed for all the obvious reasons. But the reason I'm standing down here, I brought with me, I thought it'd be better down here than maybe in my office or outside. This is a iron skillet. Probably most of you recognize that. It's a Wagner Sydney. I don't know what that means, but square iron skillet. It's probably about 60 to 80 years old. My mom got it from somewhere not too long after I was born, and in my young married life, I asked my mom, I said, "Mom, whenever you're ready to part with that square iron skillet, I'd like to have it." And probably about 15 years ago, she passed it on to me. I have a lot of great memories about this iron skillet. You know, iron skillets are known that, you season them and they're really durable and they're resilient and they can withstand high heat. And I just have great memories of my mom cooking spots, those are fish, and croakers and flounder, and making cornbread in it, and breakfast, and country ham, and lots of good things in this skillet. And Terry and I have continued to do some of those same things today in our life with this same iron skillet. Matter of fact, not too long ago, she just made cornbread in it. But it's a reminder of my mom. My mom she's still alive. She's a very resilient. She was a tough lady, and she taught me how to be resilient, how to work hard. Matter of fact, one of my first memories of my mom, she worked at a carburetor factory rebuilding carburetors when I was in the second or third grade. But my mom also taught me how to drive a stick shift. And it took a lot of patience to do that. It's probably why my dad was not quite as patient. That's probably why he didn't do it. There was a lot of grinding of gears going around the neighborhood. But I learned. But what my mom gave me, even greater than this really cool cast iron skillet, she instilled godly virtues into me. She shared with me at a very young age how to invite Jesus Christ into my heart. Even when I was much older and young in the ministry, and I remember in my military career, there was a situation that came up, and a series of events had to happen, and the timing seemed to be bad, and I remember I was worried about it, and I was talking to my mom, and she said, "Well, have you prayed about it?" I said, "Well, Mom, I said, you just don't understand." She says, "Well, have you prayed about it?" And I said, "No, but I need to." And you know what? I prayed. She said, "Well, I'll pray with you. You pray about it." You know what? To no surprise, God worked out this situation. Just unbelievable. We pass on things in life, and I hope someday, maybe one of my 3 children, Terry and I have 3 children, would like to have this. I'll pass it on to them, and they can have some good memories. And hopefully we've passed on and instilled in them some of those Christian values that my mom instilled in me and passed on to me. So I would say to you this morning, I'm sure some of you got things from your moms. I'm sure some of the things you passed on to your children. But some of the most important things we passed on are those values that don't fade away. Those values that are enduring. Apostle Paul said in many of his epistles, he said, "I thank so-and-so, and I thank so-and-so for what you've done." And he was telling them he appreciated them, what they had done, because he had passed on to them the gospel, and they had passed it on, and they had taken care of it. The greatest gift that any of us ever got was when God gave us his son. I think Mitch, a couple of weeks ago, he said, "I don't know if I've shared this scripture." And I'm going to paraphrase it a little bit, but you know it. "For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son for you and me, that we would have everlasting and eternal life." pray that in this time where people's hearts are open and soft, that you'll pass that on. And you'll pass those Christian virtues on to whether it's your children or your friends. And I'd like to say to all the moms out there a little bit early, a few days early, Happy Mother's Day. And I'd like to say to my mom, Happy Mother's Day. Love you, Mom. God bless y'all.